Well, good morning. We are on Kuta Beach, and it's a beautiful day, but it is also windy. So I'm going to try my best to see if I can film today, but we're trying. Look at how lovely it is. Just a nice sunny day. Something has happened again. I received an email from a company that said, hey, come back from retirement. Come back and work in your home state of Hawaii. We're going to pay you $80,000, baby. $80,000. And you can come back and work. And I want to show you what that would look like. What would it look like if I came back and I started working again for $80,000 if I unretired and went back? What would that look like? Would it make sense for me to do that? Would it be a cash windfall for me? Well, we're going to talk about that today and see what it would really look like. We're also going to get ourselves a great bite to eat. Absolutely we are. We're going to enjoy ourselves here in the beautiful Kuta Beach area. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. I've really enjoyed this trip back to Bali. And we have a lot of Bali to see. We're not just going to stay in this area. We're going to head inland as well. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about. Should I unretire? Should I return to work? $80,000, baby. We'll talk about it. Let's go.
Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go.
$80,000 a year job offered to me. Okay, that sounds good, huh? Should I unretire? Should I go back to the West? Back to my home state of Hawaii? Let's take a look at that. 80 grand. What tax bracket would that put me in the US? Let's take a look at that. How about Hawaii taxes? What would that be annually? How about housing? What would that look like for housing? I know where I would live. I would do my best to try to save money, but the reality is I would be paying some serious money for housing. I got to get to work every day, so I got to go buy a car and sit in the worst traffic in America on the island of Oahu. Yeah. So I'm paying for a used car easily this, with insurance and fuel and maintenance and taxes, licensing, safety inspection. Yeah. Are you starting to get the picture? We're not done. What about food costs? What would it cost me for food? Well, let's take an easy route. Let's say that the lowest amount would be $20 a day, which is ridiculous, but let's just say. So you're looking at $600 a month. Let's add that in there. Okay. What next? How about healthcare? I got to have healthcare back in the US. I can't be going to these inexpensive places for cash like I do now. I go to Thailand, I go to Malaysia, I get dental work done cheap, I get all my medical work done cheap. Just pay cash. Not in the States, baby. That's going to be easily about $800 a month, okay? For one person, all right. For medical, dental, okay, let's add that in. Where are we at now? How is that $80,000 a year job looking now? And I should unretire to go back. I have not even figured in one item of clothing, one item of going out and enjoying myself on the town. Nothing. No entertainment, no clothes, no shoes, not upgrading my technology, buying a new cell phone every 5 years or whatever. Doesn't make sense. The idea of unretiring and going back to the West literally does not make financial sense.
My thirst is not making any sense either.
Yes, sir. Can I get a bintang, please? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Look at that. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Thank you.
Go back to the West to put up with at least 1 hour of traffic each way, all the stress, make less money per month than I'm making retired, and not live this life. What? No, thank you. I will live this life I'll travel the world. I'll enjoy myself. I'm going to see the different countries that I want to travel to. I'm going to travel light as a minimalist and enjoy.
It'll come down if I give it one?
Yeah, but now it's still eating.
It's
wet.
kind of, oh, it's still eating. Okay, the last one. Okay.
So what's one?
Let me go here. Oh! So you might be saying, okay, so you're just staying there in Southeast Asia. How are you doing financially there? Well, I'm not rich. I make about $2,000 a month off of my dividends, and I live for about $1,300 to $1,500 a month in countries like Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. Yeah. Now, is that living like luxury? No. But I'm eating out, enjoying good meals. I enjoy beautiful weather, beaches, walking through the beautiful countryside. I have enough money every month to actually invest into my retirement another $500 a month. I could never do that in the West. No way. It would never happen. If I need health care, I just go get it and I pay cash. It literally does not make financial sense to unretire and go back to the West. Doesn't make sense. On paper, it's probably looking better than the reality. The reality would be more expensive. Unretire and go back and work for a company, I would be broke and in debt. It is financially better for me to stay here and be retired.
It's beneficial to my brain to get some caffeine right now. This is Chill Cafe. These are the kind of cool little coffee shops you're going to find here in Bali. Little family-owned operations. I love them.
Hello, how are you? Good.
Here at the Chill Cafe, they have strong Wi-Fi, so it's good to pop in. It's about 2 blocks away from the beach, and I get a chance to do some editing. This is just what I look for. There is another cost we're not even talking about in this video. It's the cost of stress and how it affects my body and my mind negatively. I don't have that cost. I relax, I enjoy myself, I exercise every day. I don't stress about my monthly finances because I don't live an expensive life. I know that my monthly finances are less than what I'm making every month from my investments, by far. Enough that I have enough left over for emergencies or to invest if I need to build my retirement, which I like to do. That has to be taken into effect. What is the price I pay to go back, sit in traffic, be stressed about life and chaos back in my home country? I don't want to pay that either. I sold my car, I sold my house, I either sold or donated most of my clothing, and what I have in my backpack is about 99% of what I own on earth. I do not live with the stress of, oh, I need a retirement visa, or I need to buy a condo overseas, or are they going to give me the money back that I have in my foreign bank account ever? I don't worry about any of that. I travel as a tourist all over the world, and the world is my playground. Why would I add more stress and chaos into my life? I'm not going to do it. I live low cost. I don't live in luxury. That's fine. I cannot see myself going back to work in the West. I just can't see it. When you go out in Bali, especially in the Kuta area, don't pass up the sports bars, and I'll tell you why. They try to bring you in with some amazing food deals.
Thank you. Oh, that looks great.
This is a beef curry Aussie pie. Chips on the side. This came up to 80,000 rupee. Why? Because they know that you're going to come in and buy alcohol. So don't pass up these. Every day, these sports bars have a special, and they put them on a chalkboard. Look and see what they are, because you're going to get some of the most delicious meals for an incredible price. The price on this is exactly what I want to pay when I'm going out to eat in the evening here in Bali. And the food is delicious. I love these Aussie pies. It's one of my favorite parts of coming here to Bali is I get a chance to kind of eat some of the different foods I don't see in other parts of Southeast Asia. And the Aussie pies is one of them.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Are you interested in this lifestyle that I live? Retiring early, traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack. Well, if you are, like and subscribe the video and come along with me. You can support the channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. Okay, I'm gonna walk and enjoy this beautiful morning. What an incredible day. Beautiful sun. I love it. I'm so glad to be back in Bali, and I'm glad you're coming along with. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
One thing you got no short of here in the Kuta beach area are mad dogs on the beach. Look at them. Now, they're peaceful, but they're a little bit standoffish. I try to come up to them and be, kind of crouched down to see if they'll come over to me. Sometimes they do, but they are more standoffish than in other places around Southeast Asia. So I just give them their distance. Look at these two right here. They're negotiating how they're going to sink their teeth into my femur bone. Some of them can be sweet, though. I just kind of give them a little space.
Hey, buddy.
He's like, step aside, son. I ain't got no time for your foolishness.